This is Mark Lance with Eclipse. I'm here with Paintball.News at the Paintball Extravaganza. Just going to go over a few new products that we have at the show here. First one is obviously our Dynasty milled CS1. So as you can see, we have done some custom milling to it of the body, the gun itself. We also have the Dynasty engraven on the front of it. If you don't know much about the CS1, I'm just going to give you some features about the gun itself. So this is our first true holesless design of one of our paintball markers itself. So as you can see, there's no more macro line or no more pipe like the 3.5 or 1.1 has. So air from the tank goes into the on-off. It goes into our regulator, which is built into the grip itself. Doing that, we're able to run a full-size piston, so you can use any pressure tank on the gun itself. Also, it drops the pressure automatically down to 135 psi, keeping the regulator there, so you have a lot lower pressure going through the gun, through the trigger guard, through the sails, and into the solenoid. So if we had a higher pressure, you have the risk of blowing out any sails in the gun. So putting it down to that 135 right away, keeps a lot less issues of running through or going into the solenoid itself. We've kept the same internals as a 3.5, so you do have the IV core. You do have the quick bolt release set as well, so you get that with it. With the IV core bolt system, the gun runs at a super low pressure. The gun is, obviously, the efficiency is great. It's smooth, it's reliable. So we didn't have many changes to do on the internals of it as well. One of the things that we did with it, we've also added a magnifying glass on the back, so the screen is about 2 to 3 times larger when you're looking at it compared to on the standard frame itself. One of the other things we wanted to do with all CS1s, we wanted all the lines and the grooves to run consistently throughout it, so there's no just frame or rubber that's just kind of flapped on. As you can see, everything is smooth, kind of goes with all the milling of guns, so it looks a lot cleaner than any of our other previous markers itself. With the Dynasty CS1s, they are going to be a limited run. We also will have certain team edition prints on this as well, so you'll see these probably in the next few weeks coming out. So check your local dealers to find out more information about the Dynasty CS1. Not as new, but this is our GTech marker. New mid-range level, retails for $550. This is our HDE Earth color, one of the ones that just came out in the last few weeks. So with the GTech, our main goal in producing this gun is we wanted to produce a spool valve marker that had no issues, in the cold temperature or the extreme heat. So everybody knows a lot of times when you have a spool valve, grease can thicken, you can get a lot of friction in there, it can give you a lot of trouble, whether you're using it as a rental gun or just using it as a player itself. So the bolt system done in this gun is new to any paintball marker out there. It is still called a spool valve, but the way the bolt system works is that we're able to basically store pressure behind the bolt because it works in 3 different stages. So if the bolt catches any friction and doesn't want to move, it will keep storing pressure behind there, and it'll build up enough pressure to eventually push the bolt forward and fire the gun, not affecting any velocity or anything at all. So we've taken this bolt system in this gun, we've put it in the snow overnight, we froze it down to minus 40 degrees, we've stuck it in the heat just to make sure there was no issues with the gun. So the gun is super smooth, super reliable, super efficient compared to other spool valve, obviously spool valve guns out there. So we have this in the camo, a forest, a black, a blue, and red. If there's anything else you guys looking for, like I said, check with your local dealers. You can go on our website, Eclipse.com. There's a dealer located on there. Go see you guys local dealers for more information.